Welcome back, everybody. This is My Journey 4K. We are back in IMSA in the Cadillac GTP. Let's get into it. Oh my, getting hit right off the bat. Starting this race in P16. It looks like we were hit on the start. Doesn't look like that was our fault. Car feels really bad. We're gonna reset and get towed into the pits. Alrighty, well, we started this race P16. Strength of the field is 1601. We're gonna start this race with a 12:30 rating. It is a 45-minute race. It does have A license requirements. Looks like our car has been towed and we are up in the air getting repairs. Do hope I try and fully repair this vehicle. That's probably gonna put us at least a lap behind on the start. There goes the leaders now. A little bit of a lock up on some of those cars in turn one. Doesn't look like anything happened too bad up there. That car is way in back. Similar paint scheme, but it is not the same. Comes a GT3 field now. Hopefully the repairs won't take us too much longer and we can get out there with just one lap behind. It is a 45-minute race. We're going to try and get as many of those positions back as possible. Not really sure where we're going to come out of this. If we're last or the car that hit us is last, I'm not certain. You can see the BMW in front of us. Alrighty. Wow. That is the lead group going by again. We are 2 laps behind now. Look to see if anybody in our class crashes here. Not yet. One of the cars very behind, but we are still 2 laps behind at the moment. Probably see the GT3 field coming soon. There they are. Right as I say that. One of the GT3 cars is really lagging. Looks like the GTP cars are already catching it and putting that car a lap behind. Looks like their field is spreading out a little bit. Hopefully we get going soon. There's that slow GT3 getting passed now by the leaders. Several laps behind at the moment. Looks like another hypercar is in the pits. They were probably towed here. We're most likely waiting for full repairs so we can come back out at full race pace. They will probably also refuel us and change our tires. Depending on how long this takes, we may not need to pit. It is a 45-minute race. There goes the leader once more. We're still going to try and finish this. I'm not sure what position we're going to come out yet. Another GTP car in the pits. One of them is leaving. We're going to hope that by going back out there and completing some laps, finishing the race, that some of these other cars will crash out. Looks like initial repairs are done. Us waiting here is waiting for the rest of the repairs. It'll give us a little bit of time of optional repairs after the required repairs. We will have been damaged enough that they will have flagged us for it and given us a required amount of repairs. Looks like the GTP cars are finally catching a lot of GT3s. Don't see many issues in turn 1 yet. We're starting to go. Sure. We won't be going full speed until we pass this green cone. Now we can go. It says 22nd currently. We're gonna need to go out and warm up the tires. Well, we're just gonna try and do what we can. Complete the race, get as many laps in as we can. Get as much experience in as we can. We will be in the mix with GTPs at some point. GT3s throughout the race. We're gonna get the tires up to temp right now. We've got 1 lap in. Currently it says we're in 22nd. Looks like the car is feeling okay. Locking up the tires a little bit more, going out the gravel. Alright, we're gonna lose control for a second. Hopefully we don't hit anything. Get back on track. Try and stay out of the way of these cars. We are several laps behind now, so we're not going to pressure or really race too hard against anyone here. None of this is for position at the moment. Hopefully we can recover from that mistake. Looking at a BMW in front of us, I believe it's 2nd place. Maybe not. It's hard to see their panel at the moment. Just looking to finish getting our tires up to temp right now. Second lap down. Looks like possibly second and first in front of us, but it's hard to tell. It could be the really slow red, white, and black car that we saw trailing the field quite a bit. Although it does say Wheeler, maybe somebody. Maybe it's a different car. Not really getting away from us at the moment. We should be able to keep up. Cars in front are battling for position. The Wheelan locking it up, going out in the grass. We're going to make the pass as well. We'll slip in here and maybe we get to see what position they are in. Not too far behind the BMW in front of us. Up to 21st position. Maybe that red Cadillac is actually for position. Car in front said 21st, I thought before. We might actually be battling for position with this BMW in front. Was this the one that hit us at the very beginning? I don't think so. Maybe it was. Happened so quickly, I was watching myself to see how I was going to recover that out in the grass. Oh, we got to the inside of the BMW, but the GT3 car is in the way. We're flashing our lights, letting them know that we can pass them, even though we're in 22nd. They're going to lock it up here. We're going to make that pass. We got by the BMW and the Wheelan now. GT3 car's not giving us a lot of room. Still says we're in 21st. Probably because of how many laps behind we are. We're not going to block these cars or anything. But I don't know if they're going to be able to catch and pass at the moment. Looks like a yellow Cadillac starting to catch. That might actually be the leader there. Says we're in 21st currently. We will most likely be on the same BMW going off behind. We're most likely on the same lap now as the GT3s. That yellow Cadillac is really making progress. We'll see how quickly they catch and pass us. These three cars should be pretty easy to pass in a line. We'll see how this goes. Alright. Not the best. Here comes the yellow Cadillac. Most likely the leader. We're not gonna try and block him or anything. Yeah, he's the leader. Oh yeah. We're gonna get out of the way. And see if we've got the pace. Let's watch. They were catching us fairly quickly. I don't know if we really have the pace to keep up with them yet. We're not getting away too much at the moment. Gonna catch a GT3 car soon. Nobody locks it up here. We'll be within a second of the leader currently. Looks like we might have a slightly better exit there due to the GT3 car ahead. We're gonna have to pull it in a little hard, but fractions of a second behind the leader. We are keeping up currently. Let's see how it goes after first couple turns here. Maybe about a second behind. Touching the grass a little. Probably not slowing us down that much. Just a little time there. Leader's gonna have to deal with another GT3 car ahead. Getting held up. We're gonna close the gap down a little bit. We locked it up a little bit in that corner. These GT3 cars are starting to stack up here, making it a little bit difficult to keep up with the leader. But they're not gaining that much time on us. It says we're in 21st position currently. We are probably battling for position there, overall position, but it's hard to tell. We were several laps behind. It doesn't take us long to catch GT3 cars, but this far in the race we might not have that made up yet. We're probably getting the blue flag left and right, but we have the pace, so we ignore that. Pretty sure I repaired the vehicle completely in the pits, which is good news. Allows us to really go at pace. Maybe not first place pace right now, but that means we're somewhere between first and second, and I don't see second catching me right now. So, possibly faster race pace than second place even. GT3 cars we can see in the background. Says we're up in 20th currently. Did start this race in P16. Right as the race was getting started. This GT3 car is really slowing us up here. We don't really want to ruin our race or anyone else's currently. Right as the race was starting, a BMW sideswiped us. Sent us off the track and forced us into the pits after we had just passed the pit lane. Don't you love that? I'm not sure what I did to deserve that, but oh, GT3 car hitting the wall hard, pieces of their car flying across the track. Looks like this is possibly second place finally catching up to us. A lot of traffic up ahead slowed us up enough to allow them to start to catch. Nearing 20 minutes in the race. It is a 45-minute race. We aren't going to battle them. We're probably just going to get out of the way. I'm going to slow up extra here and let them by. Yep, second place. We know that we're not on the same lap, so we're not going to battle them at all. We will, however, keep up with them, I bet. Two GT3 cars battling ahead for the corner. Second place wants to take it. Let's see. Oh, well, they made it by. Looks like possibly third is catching us now. Porsche to recognize our track position. We're probably still getting a blue flag, but we're way faster than them. You can see first and second place just ahead. They'll most likely pit soon. Within the next 10 minutes or so. And it might start to get us a lap back. Not certain if we have to fuel before the end of the race. We did sit there for a while. I bet they didn't even have to top us off, I bet. Maybe they did anyways. Those optional repairs, I think that they would have. Looks like third place might be starting to catch us now. We're currently in 20th, several laps behind. We're not going to block or battle them. But we're not going to slow down too much for them. This will be a good opportunity for them to pass up here. We'll take it wide. Let's see what happens. That'll give them the inside line. Hopefully they don't overbrake. Alright, not bad. Been a fairly clean race since we got our car repaired from the very first incident. I don't believe that was our fault. It looked like the BMW next to us lost control and just went right into us. It was hard to tell if we were leading or anything like that at all before then. But, because as soon as it loaded up, it was already, we were in contact pretty much. It's like a blue BMW starting to catch us, a yellow Cadillac behind them. Just looking to finish up the race nice and clean. Looks like we already may have gained a few spots. Not sure if that's due to pit stops or damage or what. We were supposed to start the race in P16, so maybe it wasn't a good qualifying one, or we just simply didn't have the pace. Strength of the field here is an average of 16:01. We were a 12:30 coming into the race, up to 19th now. Just a few more spots, we'll be back up to our starting position. Looks like a white Cadillac and a purple BMW starting to catch. This is a really competitive series. I'm probably not even in the racing against the lead group. Sometimes those average well into the 3K range. I'm almost always racing those now. Porsche, not moving very far. Cadillac was waiting until the last second, and then they're trying to cut off the BMW. We're not going to battle them. They are in 10th. We're up to 18th again. Up another spot. We're almost certainly a lap or so behind. I'm gonna pull over all the way. So hopefully they dive. We'll just brake a little slower, come in behind. BMW will pass us in a couple corners. Hopefully they don't get too impatient. Should be right about here. We'll define our position here, where we want to be. Let them take the inside. BMW, does that not even have an LCD display for their position? What is it? It's like a car is coming out of the pits. We're up to 17th currently. Not too bad for where we started. We did start 16th, but we're knocked off the track immediately. And had to come back from last. This red wheeling Cadillac taking us on the outside on the racing line, forcing us to move slower in front of this yellow Cadillac here. Actually probably better for them. We're gonna stay out of the way. Really by staying on the outside and taking the racing line. That is 5th place. As they were. Pit window should be open. I think some cars should be considering pitting now if they need to. So we'll probably be seeing some of these cars pit soon. It says we're currently back up into 16th where we started, so we gained it all back. Pretty amazing. Wow. I think we were down to 23rd overall. Several laps behind. And we're starting to make some of that up, it looks like. Looks like the 6th place BMW there. It must just be placed on that wheel well in such a way it's so hard to read. Says we're up to 16th now. Let's see if we're still in 16th when we cross the line. We are in quite a group of GTPs right now. We might have just tapped the wall. Doubtful that it didn't say contact. We didn't touch the wall. Came close. Oh no, watch out. 10th place, nearly rear-ending us into turn 1 there. Some of these people get so impatient. Look at this. They will most likely make a dangerous incident somewhere. They're trying to chase down 6th place, I think. That's what it seemed like. Unless if these guys had just pit. We shouldn't have to pit for a little while. Most of these cars will have to soon, if they haven't already. I'm going to try and let this BMW by so we don't disrupt their race. But we have to pass a GT3 as well. Going to go 3 wide briefly. Another GT3 car in the way. We should be able to stay behind. Oh my, the GT3 car didn't give us any room there. We did come in contact with them. Well, if we need to pit, we'll be looking to pit soon to get that contact damage repaired. We did have quite a bit of repair that we needed to do in the beginning of the race. It does look like they didn't really fault us for that contact. Not that that means that it wasn't our fault in any way, but we didn't have much track space there. Didn't know they were going to take more of it away. Maybe it wasn't their fault, but iRacing says it is. I don't think the hypercars have very long before they need to pit. We might need to consider pitting soon too. I think we do still have to pit. We're up in 15th position, most likely because of pit stops. Although I don't think we're on the lead lap at all. I'm pretty sure I saw him go by 3 or 4 times. We were in the pits for like 7 minutes. Like a minute 15 lap. I mean, we gotta be 4 or 5 behind. I don't think we can make up that much on pace. Perhaps that many cars have crashed out. We did see many BMWs in pit lane with us at the very beginning. I think 3 at one point. One of them did get to leave before us, but maybe they had to re-pit. I think it's about a little over 12 minutes or so left in the race. Got one GT3 car to pass before turn 1 here. See, he says we're still in 15th. We were supposed to start in 16th, but we did drop to last, I believe. At least for a little bit until repairs were complete. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, everybody. I'm pretty sure we did not stay in the pits long enough that we have fuel till the end, so we will need to pit once more. We did take a little damage from a GT3 car, so we will be looking to pit to repair that most likely soon. Less, 11 minutes remain. Locking up there in turn 1, hitting the grass a little bit, but we did hold on to it. Still in 15th overall. Only really see GT3 cars in front at the moment. Looks like we're starting to catch a couple more GT3 cars just ahead. Less than 10 minutes remaining in the race. It is a 45-minute race. How many laps we do will depend on where the leader is when the time expires. We should see a white flag. We did take a little bit of damage. I think we should be looking to repair that soon. Up to 14th position now. Locking up the brakes a little bit there. Is this the same Mercedes that slowed us up last time? I hope not. Should be flashing our lights and getting by now. It looks like we can see a GTP car just ahead. Currently 14th. Quite happy with how we've recovered. I think a good 9 positions now. Track is pretty clear in front of us at the moment. We should be able to put okay lap times down. You can see the car jerking around a little bit. We need to go get that repaired. About 7 minutes remain. I don't think that's me jerking the wheel. I think that might be the car jerking around a little. See, we could check for that fuel warning. There it is, our fuel level is getting really low. We'll most likely pit right here. And there we go, pulling into the pits in 14th. Looks like a yellow Cadillac is going to pass us. Possibly the leader there. Well, we have to do this no matter what, so we'll get fueled up. There shouldn't be much fuel needed to be put in with just about 5 minutes remain in the race. But we're probably going to take on 4 full tires. We have cold tires near the end of the race. Maybe I figured that out. I don't think I did by now. We've been changing our tires. I didn't really realize at the time that many were not. So we're gonna watch several cars go by here. Yellow Cadillac pulling into the pits. We're gonna come out now. I'm not sure what happened with them. We'll have to see what position we end up with after this lap. It says 15th currently. I think we came in 13th. That could be outdated, which is why I'm going to wait for the lap. can see a BMW starting to catch us. I'm certain we're still laps behind the leader. I'm not certain how many. But there's no way we had the pace to catch and pass the leader several times. I'm sure we're at least 3 to 4 laps behind, if not more. Just a few minutes actually remain in the race. We'll see what it says when we come by and pass the start-finish line. After these turns, BMW is starting to catch us. Tires are not up to temp yet. I think maybe. Wow, we ended up in 14. That was pretty good. We were supposed to start in 16th, and we're several laps behind, and we're up to 14th somehow. BMW is catching us quick. We aren't really going to be blocking. We don't want to cede too much track time position. Hoping they pass us soon here. I don't know if this is for position. What position this is. Oh my, we're getting really close. Let's finish this corner and let them by, I suppose. Looks like we're gonna go 3 wide shortly. BMW's cut us off pretty hard. So hard to see what position they're in. The LCD is hard to read. They did get by fairly cleanly, it looks like. We are still in 14th. Just a few minutes remain in the race. Catching a GT3 car. I'm doing alright so far. It's been a fairly decent recovery. Up 9 positions it looks like. We are ahead 2 from where we started. Currently. Not much time to go in the race. I'm not certain where the leader is at the moment. I don't think they're far ahead. We're going to lock up the tires a little bit in turn 1. Kicking up some dirt. Locking up the tires again there. Giving it all we've got right now. Flashing our lights at the GT3, hoping they let us by soon. We're gonna get out of the way. Sliding around just a little bit. We do have those fresh tires. This could be the last lap here. We are waiting to see. They're gonna wave the yellow flag or if people pull off. What's going on here? This is the last lap, or there is only one more. I think we're gonna have to do one more. All of the cars in front are still going race pace, it looks like. locking it up again in turn 1. Our tires are fairly fresh. Sort of wish I learned that by then, but that's okay. We'll do it anyway. This should be the last lap of the race. We are going to finish a few laps behind. Coming through the final corners now. Something's flashing on the screen. I hope it's nothing I can't see. Alrighty, there it is. 14th in class, 23rd overall. For this race, we're going to gain 3 points, and we're going to go from a 12:30 to a 12:33. Pretty good recovery. I'm fairly happy with that. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.